Hello everyone, this is Galadrin and welcome to a new video of this channel. Today we are going to be trying a new deck that I have built in the previous days and that allowed me to achieve the Diamond rank, the Diamond 3 rank. The deck is this one, Nero Sacrificio, that is Italian, it means black, but the color is also white, so black and white sacrifice. And as you can guess from the name of this deck, it is based on sacrificing our creature and making our opponent lose life points thanks to the abilities of the creature that we sacrifice. So one of the main cards is Priest of Forgotten Gods that allow us to sacrifice two creatures, and our opponent will have to sacrifice one of his creature, and we can add also 2 mana and draw a card. So, and we can do these abilities either in our turn, of course, or in the turn of our opponent. Another key card is Cruel Celebrant. That is quite good because whenever one of our creatures dies, our opponent loses one life and we gain 1 life. And then we get into the creature that we actually sacrifice, that are the Hunted Witness, that whenever it dies, you can create a token, a 1/1 token with lifelink. The Vessel, that is a very good card just to have a different kind of interaction in this deck. When after you sacrifice it and you bring it back from the graveyard, it becomes a 5/5 flyer, so it's quite big threat on the battlefield. And then we have the Serrated Scorpion, that is probably the main card that I would like to sacrifice in this deck, because we get 2 life and the opponent lose 2 life whenever this creature dies. And then we have many ways to sacrifice our creature. One is the Priest. Second one is the Village Rites that allow us to draw 2 cards also. Usually I like to use these cards, for example, in the opponent's turn. I keep 1 mana open, and when the opponent attack, usually with bigger creature than us, I block, and then in response I sacrifice the creature and draw 2 cards. Usually I use this card in this way. We have very few controls in our deck. One of these is Banishing Lights, just 2 copies, and the other is Murderous Riders. It allow us, both of them, these controls allow us to take care of annoying Planeswalker or creatures, and Banishing Light also enchantments on whatever permanents. We have also Disenchantment, Bastion of Remembrance, that has a similar ability as the Cruel Celebrant. So whenever one of our creatures dies, we get 1 life and our opponent lose 1 life. And the plus is that it allows us to create a 1/1 token that can be sacrificed in the ways that we have, with the Priest, with the Instant, or whatever other way that we have. And then we have some ways to bring things back from the graveyard. For example, Call of the Death Dwellers, that is extremely powerful in this deck. We have Lurrus, that can be brought back also thanks to Call of the Death Dweller. And then we have Blood for Bones, that at the cost of sacrificing a creature, allow us to bring back 1 on the battlefield directly and the other 1 in our hand. So it's very good. And then we have Commanded Red Dord, that this is very good card in case we use our Kaya's Wrath to get rid of everything on the board, or either in an offensive way or defensive way. We can use after the Commanded Red Dord to bring back on our side all the creatures and Planeswalker that we want from the graveyards at the cost of life. But usually, as you can guess, we get some life. We usually are around 30 life or something like that, because of the enchantment, because of this creature, of the Priest, of the token with lifelink, of the Scorpion. So usually we have life to spend in this way. Then we have Sir Conrad, that is the most expensive card that we have in the deck, and is basically with the same ability of the Cruel Celebrant and the Bastion of Remembrance, but it has a plus, because whenever a creature is moved from a graveyard and brought back on the battlefield, or whenever a creature in general, so also on the opponent side, dies, the opponent loses 1 life. So this is extremely powerful in the late game to make our opponent lose continuously life points. And also he can mill 1 card with his abilities. That is extremely powerful. When the opponent is low in life, you can start milling cards, and whenever you get a creature, the opponent loses 1 life. Finally, Kaya's Wrath, that can be used in a defensive way in case we play an extremely aggressive deck, or aggressive way, because this is my winning condition practically. After I set up all the creatures on the battleground, I use Kaya's Wrath to get rid of everything, and thanks to the ability of these 2 cards, the opponent loses a lot of life, and usually we win the game in this way. So yeah, that was the first introduction of the deck, and we can see how it works with a match. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, this is our opening hand. Well, we are missing white mana, but we have these 2 cards, and if we get another mana, this is very good hand, so we can keep it and risk a bit. We can start playing the Vessel. I would like to play the Priest now, because when it comes into play, it can't immediately be tapped, so you need to wait 1 turn. So it's better to put it on the battlefield as soon as we can. And next turn we can put the Scorpion and have extra mana. Yeah, we can put the Scorpion and I would put another Priest on the battlefield and then attack just with the Vessel and wait using the abilities of the Priest in case our opponent plays some creature. Okay, it's a flyer. Well, I think that we can wait our turn before using the ability of the Priest. So we can sacrifice the Scorpion and the Vessel. The opponent has to sacrifice, we draw a card, we have some extra mana, and I think, well, we could play Lurrus, because will allow us to bring back the Vessel. That becomes a 5/5. And then we can wait, not attack. Okay, another creature. So the same in our turn, we can play the Scorpion. And we can attack firstly with this one. And now we can activate the ability of the Priest, sacrifice again the Scorpion and another Priest. We got some white mana finally. We can play the Bastions, and we have the extra token. Okay, we can play the other Scorpion. Attack with the 5/5 Demon. And then we can sacrifice our creature and our opponent is pretty much dead. So yeah, as you can see, our decks works in this way. Our opponent was not particularly lucky in the draw probably, or was not a particularly aggressive deck, so we were uh, able to manage the uh, the deck of our opponent pretty easily with the priest. They didn't have any removal or something like that. So yeah, I think that we can do another match. So let's see in the next match. Okay, this is our opening hand. We are on the draw and this is a pretty good hand, I think. We have all the elements that we need for early interaction. Okay, so blue and red deck. We can play the vessel. So I guess that our opponent will have... Okay, also white. Interesting. I will play the priest now. And the cruel celebrants. And not attacking with the priest, just in case the opponent put something on the battleground that is a big threat. I guess that they will have some boards wipe cards, like probably, but they are short on lands. Okay, that's quite good for us. Can play this one, play the Scorpion, attack with both, and we can wait, sacrificing the things. Next turn we can play Sir Conrad. Okay, so it's a gate deck. Okay, so we need to kill our opponent pretty easily, or they will have too many gates to be controlled. Exactly, to each creature, where is the number of you control. Yeah, in this case, we can sacrifice our creatures that are the Scorpion and the Vessel. And our opponent will take some damage. And I can also mill and do some extra damage. And our opponent is dead. Yeah, as you can see, even if you have a big a whiteboard card, you need to be careful when you have the Cruel Celebrant and Sir Conrad or the Bastion of Remembrance in play, because this can be a bad decision to kill the board, because whenever a creature dies, you will lose one life, and if we have two of them, of this creature with the ability, you will lose the double. So yeah, that was a pretty easy win. Probably, yeah, our opponent was a bit short on lands at the beginning, but that's good. I think that we can do another match. Okay, this is our main hand. Yeah, I think it's fine. We can keep it. We have some early interaction. Red. Okay, so it can be a red and black sacrificing deck. So yeah, it's better to play a Scorpion in defense, or it could be a mono red aggro deck with 1/1. Let's see. Not much information for the moment. Can play the Cruel Celebrant and attack. Okay, so it's a mono red deck with the 1/1 creatures and the Cavalcade of Calamity. Fair enough. So Chaos Wrath will be pretty useful in the late game, probably. We can play double Vessel now and attack the Scorpion. Next turn I can use Murderous Rider to kill some big threat. Yeah, exactly. This one is a big threat, Chandra Spitfire. So definitely I will use Murderous Rider to kill it. And I can attack with this. Yeah, it's fine. I want that they block the creature. But they are smart, so they don't block it. Another shock. And another Spitfire. So yeah, I think that in this case it's good to attack with both, and let's see how it goes, and use a Chaos Wrath to get rid of both, because the Spitfire is a quite big threat. And next turn we can play the Hunted Witness to be sacrificed and bring back the creature thanks to Blood for Bones. Okay, so now we can play the Witness. We use Blood for Bones, sacrifice this creature. I get a token, and I can bring back on the battlefield this one. And in our hand, I would like to bring probably the Cruel Celebrant. Another, okay. This is a 5/3 with first strike, so definitely, no, with double attack, definitely I want to get rid of this and block the first attack with this. Now we can play the Murderous Rider to get some life, and the Cruel Celebrant and attack. Okay. So we can simply attack with this. And then if I attack with this, our opponent is forced to block. This can be blocked by the Chandras. This can be blocked by one of these Cream or the Spitfire, Spitzers. So yeah, I think that I'm fine just attacking with the Demon. As you can see, a lot of damage. I'm more than happy to trade the Cruel Celebrant. And I get back some life with this. And our opponent dies. So yeah, we managed to battle to win the mono red deck with the 1/1 creatures and the enchantments. So as you can see, is quite good interaction to have the vessel, the 1/1 that when dies and it is brought back, become a 5/5 flyer. So we can have some good interaction in this situation. And yeah, and also to chum block our the pumped creature of our opponents is with our Cruel Celebrant or the Scorpion is good because in any case the opponent lose life when our creature dies and we get some extra life. So yeah, this is how uh, this deck works. I hope that you enjoy the video and enjoy the match, guys, and I hope that you have a good day and see you at the next one.